everybody, happy Thursday. My name is Sarah. I'm the Health and Fitness Specialist in McLean, Virginia, and today I'm going to take you through a banded strength and mobility session. However, we're not doing any banded things today or any strengthening. Today is a full body session using our foam roller. If you can see, my cat is going to join us today. So it'll be really relaxing, working on some mobility here, getting a full body stretch. Sorry, using the foam roller and body weight. So let's get started. We're gonna start on the mat here. We're just going to warm up the spine slightly by doing some cat-cows. So I'm gonna move our foam roller out of the way for a second. But instead of doing the full spine, we're just gonna focus this in our lumbar spine on our lower back. So the movement is gonna be quite smaller than what we're used to. So hands and knees here. Knees are stacked under our hips, palms stacked under our shoulders here, and we're going to dip the low back belly button to the floor and curl under to tuck the pelvis to neutral spine. And we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to go for 10 of these. See how my upper body is not moving? I am strictly moving this low back here. Getting full range of motion, activation of the core here, some of the glutes. Awesome job. We have 4 more here. Last 2. And last 1. All right, relax. So next we're going to move into a T-spine rotation. So we're going to place our left hand behind our head here. We're going to touch elbow to elbow. Oh my Lord. Elbow to elbow. And rotate up to the sky. We'll do 5 on this side, and then we'll switch and do 5 on the right side. Now this is going to work on getting our upper back nice and stretched. Last one here. And we'll switch to do the right side. Place the right hand behind the head, elbow to elbow, rotate to the sky. Two more. And last one here. Good. Okay, so moving on, we are going to do a variation of the world's greatest stretch. So we're going to keep the back knee down instead of coming up into a high plank position. So we're going to walk our left leg up and out slightly away from the body. We're going to place both hands on the inside of this foot here. And we're going to take our inside hand, which is my left hand, and I'm going to rotate up to the sky, getting a nice stretch in the hip flexor here. We're going to do 5 of this on this side. Hold for a second at the top. And last one. Awesome. We're going to walk the foot back. Ooh. We're going to place the right foot up, slightly away from the body. Dip down in the hip here. And take our right hand, rotate up to the sky. No. We have 2 more here. last one. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and relax. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our foam roller. We're gonna go through a few different exercises here. It's not gonna be our usual type of circuit style class today. We're gonna just kind of flow with the stretches, do a couple rounds of each, and then move on to a different stretch. I'm gonna grab my water just because I wanna stay hydrated. All right, so what we're gonna start with first is our upper back. So what we're gonna do is we're going to lay down on the foam roller with it stacked in our middle back right under our shoulder blades, okay? And what we're gonna do here is what's called a thoracic extension. So we're gonna take our upper back. You can either have the hands placed behind the head or over the head here, and we're just gonna reach over the spine, hold for 5 seconds, and come back up. We're gonna do 10 of these. If you wanna do the hands behind the head, it's gonna look something like this. Nice and slow here. Just extending over the foam roller here. Taking nice deep breaths to expand our rib cage a little bit. Because what tends to happen when we're sitting and our shoulders tend to roll forward and we tend to just kind of concave into ourselves. So we close off our diaphragm and our rib cage that way. So let's make sure that we're really fighting to open up that rib cage with some really deep breaths here. All right, we're halfway. We have 5 more here. Last one, nice full extension, 5-second hold here. And relax. Awesome job. Alrighty, from here, we're gonna continue with the theme of having a foam roller on the back. If you have a short foam roller like me, you might have to activate your core just slightly more and your glutes. So we're gonna try to keep, well, you can put your head on the ground, that's fine. But we wanna keep our hips in line as to not put stress on our low back here. Arms are gonna come up over the chest and we're gonna open out to the side to get a nice, good pec stretch in here. If you don't have a stretch with the arms out straight, you can always come into this field goal position to open up even further, depending on your preference. We're gonna hang out here for 20 seconds. You can kind of roll back and forth, opening up one side more than the other, while also getting some nice cracks in the back. Preferably, you would have your head supported, so you'd be here in this neutral spine. But if you are like me and you have a short foam roller, whatever is comfortable. We're gonna hang out here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently roll off to the side. And what we're going to do now is we're going to tuck the hands behind the head. We're going to lay flat on the ground here. We're going to get some scapula work going here. So we're going to bring the elbows into the middle to meet, and then we're going to press down away into the ground to get a nice squeeze in the shoulder blades here, and then we're going to relax. Open up into the ground here. We're going to hold for 3 seconds. We're going to do 10. Good. This is halfway here. You might feel some stretch in the forearm here as well. Just depending on where your tightnesses lie. So if you start to get irritation in the forearms at all, just come into a field goal position instead of tucked behind the head. And we have our last one here. Alright, so next we're going to work on some lateral flexion and a little bit of a pressure point release on our lats. So what we want to do is you want to find a position on your side where the foam roller sits in between your rib cage and your armpit. So there's going to be a little tender spot right in that armpit. If you're anything like me, this is something that's very locked up on you. And what we're going to do is we're just going to work on reaching over to open up this side and back. So as you can see, as I'm reaching, we're going to roll slightly. And as I come up, we're going to hit that lat again, okay? We're going to do 2 of these nice and slow, no holds for this one. Just going to tolerance with wherever you feel any tenderness. Three more here. Last one. And relax. We'll go ahead and switch sides here. So we'll lay on that nice tender spot in between the armpits and the ribs. Reaching over and up. Awesome. Four more here. reach and relax. Okay, while keeping on theme with being on our back, we're going to work a little bit on our lower body. So we're going to lay with our knees propped up on the foam roller. Usually, you would want it to be slightly higher, but we're going to work with what we got today. What we're going to do is what's called a short arc quad. So we're going to work on activating our quad muscles to perform a leg extension. Nice and slow here. Keeping the low back pressed into the ground. Nice core engagement here. We're going to do 10 extensions on each leg, working real slow. Three more here. And last one. Awesome. Go ahead and relax, and we'll switch legs. So flex the foot and straight leg. Three more here. And two. And last one. Nice big squeeze at the top. And relax. Alright, we're going to work the roller down to the ankles. And we're going to find a nice tender spot. You can do one leg at a time on the roller if you'd like. And what we're going to work on is some gas pedals. So we're going to point the toe and pull up and point, pull up. Just working on loosening up our calf slightly and getting some increased flexion in the foot here. If you want to increase the difficulty of this exercise, you can always add a resistance band. Remember, the motion is coming strictly from our ankle here for these last two. And nice big squeeze, nice big squeeze, relax. Now we're going to find a tender spot on this left leg here. Right there, cool, relax the upper leg. Point the toe and pull up. Motion is only coming from the ankle here. If you're like me and you have pretty crappy ankles, you might experience some shaking or some instability here, but that's why we're doing this. Take it nice and slow, making sure that we're moving through our full range of motion. We have three more here. Next, we're gonna do an exercise that a lot of people really don't like, but it is uber super crucial for ankle and knee health. Take it at your own pace. We're going to be extra careful with the amount of pressure we're putting here. But yeah, we're gonna get started. So instead of focusing on our quads right now, we're just gonna do a nice sit on the roller, wherever you have a nice tender spot on your shins. So what we tend to find is we get super locked up in our shins, tend to have shin splints or drop foot or anything like that when we're sitting for a long period of time. So we're just going to find a nice tender spot and sit on it for about 20 seconds. More seconds. Here we go. Again, if you need to adjust the amount of pressure you're putting on, you could always do one leg or alternate from sitting back to sitting up, whatever feels best for you. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on off of there. Awesome. All right, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen up the quads just slightly. We're gonna lay on our stomachs with the foam roller resting. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Just above the knees, about an inch above the kneecap. And we're going to do 10 kicks on one leg. Again, if this is too strenuous or you're feeling uncomfortable, you can always drop one leg off and have it just be a single leg movement. Got 3 more on this leg. Last one. And relax. All right, next thing we're going to focus on is our hip flexors and internal hip muscles, okay? So we're going to have the roller at an angle about 45 degrees, because where we're going to set it is right in this angle of the hip. Okay, I think that's right. Yeah, 45 degrees facing across your body. Okay, and you're just going to set your weight right in that gap between the main thigh muscles and your hip bone. Just wiggle around on it a little bit till you find that nice tender spot. Same thing, you can either bring the leg up for this or you can leave it long, but we're just going to hang out on this tender spot here for about 20 seconds. Really emphasizing the pressure point releases today. If you can't see, I brought my right leg up into a like figure 4 position to add some extra support so my hips aren't super off balance here. And let's relax, so come on up off of that. And we'll do the other hip, so again, 45 degrees diagonal. And we're gonna lay on it, shifting the weight onto this leg till we find a nice tender spot here. Here it is. And we're gonna hang out for 20 seconds. You can always do some kicks here, or just leave the foot long. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. Okay. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna end on a nice child's pose. We're gonna use the roller to extend out away from the body here. So walk the knees to the edge of the mat, bring the feet together, send the hips back, and then roll the arms on out. This is gonna increase a little bit more space between our upper body and the floor, so we can really dip that head down and get a nice increased stretch in our upper back here. For 3, 2, 1, come on up, do not roll over your hair, and relax. All right, let's find our way back onto our backs, puns. And we're just going to find a nice relaxing position on our backs here. Low back is in the mat. Let's bring our knees and our feet together. And we'll just do some rocking back and forth just to increase the rotation in our lower backs here. Let's do 10 total rotations here with a nice pause. Trying to keep the upper back down on the mat as much as possible, because we're really focusing on our trunk rotation here. And last one to this side, and relax. Let's go ahead and extend our right leg nice and long here. We're gonna take our right hand, hook over the left knee, and pull to the side. And 3, 2, 1, relax. We're going to center the hips again and take the left hand over the right knee for the same thing here. And 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that session. I know I feel a lot more relaxed. If you had any difficulty with these movements, please let me know and I will alter for next time. But I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I know I did, and I will see you guys again tomorrow for a nice workout of the day. So enjoy your Thursday, and I will see you guys later. Bye.